Hi, my name is Kate, and I'm a professional artist specializing in creating hand-drawn visualizations for design projects. I will share with you a quick way to add depth to your work using Procreate. In sketches, we often need to beautifully depict specific fabrics on cushions. In this short video tutorial, I will show you how to do this quickly and elegantly using the tool in the Procreate app. Let's first draw the shape of the cushion. You can use any brush with a fine tip. I'm using a sketch line brush. I draw a shape like a rectangle with a slightly pointy corners to mimic a cushion's form. Another way to draw a cushion is to start with a rectangle, then add cushion-like corners and slightly round the edges of the rectangle. Next, I create a new layer and place it under the layer with the outline drawing. Next, I take Selection tool and select the area of the cushion's shape. And I fill this area with the light green color. Next, I add the texture of the fabric. Next, I place it above the filled area and rotate this image. Next, I duplicated the fabric layer to enhance the fabric pattern. I position the second piece of fabric so that the pattern aligns seamlessly without visible edges, and I use an eraser to soften the boundary, reducing the visibility of the transition. And I merge all these two layers into one. Next, using Transform tool, I rotate the fabric sample so that the pattern follows the orientation of the cushion, and I apply clipping mask for this layer. Next, I use the Wrap tool to change the shape of the image, creating a sense of cushion's volume and giving the pattern a curved appearance. So when using a fabric template, make sure the pattern aligns with the object's shape and follows the rules of perspective. Let's add some volume to this object. I create a new layer above and switch the layer mode to multiply mode and apply clipping mask. Next, I take light gray color and airbrush spray. I apply strokes very softly at the bottom of the cushion. I decided that the light source will be from the top right, so I add shadows to the left side of the cushion. I want to make the contour less visible and I adjust the opacity of the outline drawing. Next, I create a new layer and choose Add Mode and Clipping Mask. I choose a light yellow color and gently add highlights on the right side of the cushion. I add small details on the left side of the cushion using a light shade. I emphasize the corners of the cushion. I change the brush to flat Copic. I select a warm light gray color and I add light along the cushion, applying the strokes very softly. I choose a fine-tipped brush to add small details, emphasizing the cushion's curves and corners. We're almost done. Next, I erase the outline around the cushion. I merged all the layers into one. And finally, I refined the outline with a fine brush. I use dark shades to emphasize the shape in the shadowed areas and light shades to add highlights to the parts of the cushion that catch the light. Next, I do the same with the second cushion. Try this part on your own. I select an area and fill it with the base color. Then add the fabric texture, increase the pattern size, and apply a clipping mask. Next, I create a layer with the multiply mode for adding shadows, and then a layer with the add mode for adding highlights. At the end, I add some light accents and details. I don't use outlines in my drawings, so I erase any round to the image. And I again add details and match all the layers into one. Next, I create an additional layer under the cushion layer with the multiply mode and add cast shadows behind the cushions to complete our small drawing. I use warm grey color for drawing shadows and airbrush spray. Please remember, the closer the shadow is to the object, the more intense and darker it should be. I also use a flat copied brush to indicate the surface direction on which the cushions are placed and at the same time creating a background for the cushion illustrations. And finally, on a layer with the add mode, I add a touch of light to the cushions. Our small sketch is complete. I look forward to seeing your results, including the lessons of drawing the poof, and draw with joy and share your results and tag me Sketch One Star. To delve deeper into the world of interior sketching, I invite you to join my trainings, which will help you quickly master all the techniques of working in these applications.